Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind Volume 2 of Fathis' Rise to Power. At least we hope it's going to be a Rise to Power, and not a Rise to Power followed shortly by a Fall from Grace. May end up being the Rise and Fall of Fathis, but whatever. We haven't quite managed the Rise part so far. We are, of course, though, the Grandmaster of the Morag Tong now. We are the Master Assassin. We have many resources at our disposal now, and we are one step higher up the ladder of power in Morrowind. We've found ourselves now in charge of one of the most secret organizations on the continent. However, now it's time probably to find ourselves in charge of a somewhat more powerful and more public organization on the continent. Yes, indeed. Perhaps even more than one. So, that's what we're going to be doing. Phase 2 of the plan is going to be put into action very soon. Now, where the hell are we, you may be asking? Unless, you were here for the Morrowind modding stream I did. But, yeah, if you weren't here for that, you may be asking, where are we? You're definitely not in Balmora or anything like that, so, yeah, what gives? Well, we're in a place that we've been before. But it's a little different now. What is the name of this place? It's completely impronounceable. It's ridiculous. Aserneraran. Yeah, I don't know. Dark elf names, eh? It's Aserneraran. It is the former shrine to Mehrin's Dagon that was occupied by the Dark Brotherhood in the sewers underneath the St. Olm's Canton in Vivec. We, which I mean Fathers, have repurposed this place, and it will serve as our new hideout. Secret hideout in the canal works under the St. Olm's Canton, right in the middle of Vivec. Not going to be using the Morag Tong base. Honestly, nah. I think we've got far too many secrets to keep from our fellow guild members, frankly, when it comes to that sort of thing. So instead, we've moved into here. Obviously, we had to have some help with this. I got some construction workers in to some people to move the furniture down here, and then obviously I killed them and dumped them in the sewer because, we can't have them telling anyone about this place. So that's been done. The place is pretty nice, actually, so far. So we've got... I'll give you the tour. Got all the alchemy crap over here, along with some of my Daedric bits and bobs, as you can see. And a random bunch of cruel shard bolts, which I didn't throw away because they just look cool. They're all sparkly. I like having sparkly things. And we've got a couple of shelves full of stuff. Senilius' report, some books. We're going to be collecting books, by the way. Knowledge is power. And therefore, we're going to be collecting every book we can find now that I've got somewhere to put them all. I will have to probably get more shelves in as we continue. And I might even have to knock through a wall and start, mining out a new area or something. Or one suggestion was to actually build a sort of wooden overhang bit up here, so there's essentially an upstairs area. But unfortunately, there's so many damn pillars in the way down here that makes kind of things like that a little bit difficult. There's not a lot of room in here, in spite of it being superficially quite a big area, unfortunately. I'm not willing to knock down one of these pillars, frankly, because I think they might be there for structural support reasons. So knocking one of them out might be a bad idea. But nevertheless, for now, got a collection of potions. We've got a bunch of weapons, just sort of hanging around here on the bottom shelf. We've got the Boots of Blinding Speed, which I've yet to figure out a way of using effectively. The old method of glitching out their enchantment doesn't seem to work now because of either the Morrowind code patch or because of Morrowind Rebirth, unfortunately. We've got the Saint Black Sword up here and a few other bits and bobs and another book. And speaking of mods, actually, I updated Tamriel Rebuilt. It was quite a big update, as you can see. We now have the entire province of Morrowind itself actually physically in the game, although everything south of about this line here isn't really modelled at all. It's just very bog basic height mapping. which is fine from a perspective of it means we've got lots of distant terrain to look at in the distance down there, but we won't be going there because it's just blank terrain. Obviously, everything on more or less this side of the continent here is kind of... This is all fully modelled in terms of external areas, and it all looks beautiful. And on the stream I did the other day, we went for a bit of a tour around it with the Scrolls of Icarian Flight and just bounced around looking at the terrain, and it was all gorgeous and wonderful and lovely. But there's nothing there. There's no creatures in the wilds. There's no NPCs. There's no interiors modelled. So it's all a bit of a ghost town, but it does look wonderful in the distance. Meanwhile, this whole side of it's got a big update. The whole faction system has got an update, big update. We'll be joining factions and stuff over on the mainland at some point soon, I imagine, and doing all sorts of fun quests and things over there, and everything down to around about here-ish. I think this line sort of around here is populated with things to do and people to talk to and quests and all sorts of things of that nature. They've even started modelling the exterior for Almalexia, aka Mournhold. The part of it outside the Tribunal expansion. You may recall, some of you have played the Tribunal expansion before, when you went to Mournhold and you went to exit through the main gate, it gave you a message saying, you may not leave the city. Well, in another couple of versions of Tamriel Rebuilt, you will be able to leave the city and you'll be able to exit into the vast metropolis that is the rest of Mournhold, surrounding the main sort of temple and royal palace area that you spend exploring in the expansion. But it's not quite ready yet. We'll be able to glimpse the mighty city in the distance, but we won't be going there because there's nothing to do there yet. But it will certainly look impressive, that's for sure. They did a really good job with it. Again, it's another place we went and had a look around on the stream. So if you're interested in taking a look at that, you can go and find the stream VOD on Twitch. And because we explored that along with a whole bunch of stuff over here and all sorts of things as well. Places basically that we probably won't be going to in the scope of this Let's Play, because it just won't be finished soon enough. But then again, maybe it will. We'll see. But anyway, I'm not planning on it in the immediate future anyway, that's what I'm saying. However, yeah, so mods got updated. 1 or 2 got added, I think. Hopefully I've managed to update the description with all that sort of stuff. All that gubbins. And then I've done this place. So I've got my cooking pot here with the campfire kit burning away, and I've got a little forgy oven type thing here. Not really decided what this is, just other than, it's a thing and it's there and I like it. Keg of ale, because why not? The pot plant Steve, we've named it Steve. The biggest key in the universe is obviously here, pride of place on the shelf, along with a whole bunch of other stuff, including all my honourable writs of execution. Lots of sets of notes we've got from places, the Dwemer scrolls, a few soul gems and bits, the mighty dwarven bone, Dwemer tubes, the lusty Argonian maid, Dwemer scarab schematics, hanging gardens, a bunch of other books and stuff, including the progress of truth. Yes, we want to acquire more books, lots more books, specifically, preferably, nasty, wonderful, forbidden tomes that people wouldn't otherwise allow us to read, and by people I mean the temple. The temple does have a secret library. We were informed of this when we actually had to go fetch ourselves a copy of the Progress of Truth for Caius. The temple does have their own closely guarded secret library full of forbidden knowledge. So you know that obviously we're going to be raiding it, right? Yeah, we're going to be robbing the place. So that's another item on the to-do list. We are going to be conducting a grand robbery of the secret library of Vivek. Yes, we will, in the Hall of Wisdom, I believe it's called, yeah. So that's going to be a thing that happens too. Don't know when we'll get around to that, but yeah, we're going to rob the place and bring all the books back here. All the good books anyway, But and hopefully we can get away with it. It may be very tricky indeed. But of course, at this point, I'm a master assassin. So, yeah. And I have my magic doodads of various different kinds. I have lots of scrolls. I can turn invisible. There's all sorts of stuff we could do. Yeah, so it won't be impossible. But it may be tricky. And I've got a practice mat here in the middle of the room for practicing martial art type stuff. Good old stab jitsu, of which we are a master. And also, this is where I teleport to when I cast the recall spell, because I've recast my mark spell in here as opposed to the Morag Tong hideout, because there's really no reason for us to go back to the Morag Tong hideout now. We're going to be one of those secretive grandmasters, like Kaldor Drago kind of a character who's sort of ostensibly the grandmaster, but he's never around and never actually does anything useful. Basically, I'm sure they'll send me post and send me mail and stuff like that. All the mail's still being forwarded to the Balmora house, of course. You know, can't have anyone knowing about this place. Not even our fellow members of the Morag Tong know about this place. And of course, I have used all my connections as leader of the Morag Tong, as far as the city officials are concerned, to make this place disappear. So, and anyone who does find it will be promptly stabbed in the head and dumped in the sewer, where the local rat population will dispose of the corpse. Speaking of the sewer, we are all the way down here. We do have some slightly unfriendly neighbours. Dead mercenary guy over there, and Merrin's Dagon, as you can see, was removed from the premises. However, if we go, I think if we take a left out of here and go up through the hatch and then up some stairs, we'll actually we'll come out in the bottom of the wasteworks of the St. Olm's Canton. There's actually a couple of traders there who I can quickly use to sell a few bits and bobs if I need to, while I'm down in my base here. But generally speaking, I will not be going out that way. I had thought about concreting over this door so nobody could ever get in. But that would probably be a little bit impractical. I even went so far as to put an emergency potion of Fool's Luck, was it? I think it was called, yes. Potion of Fool's Luck with CV intervention on the shelf there in case I ever got trapped in here. But I think I might leave it there for now, actually, because being able to get quickly upstairs and see those traders is actually very, very useful. I may have to make it like a secret door. Maybe we can concrete over the outside. By which I mean cast a very heavy illusion spell on it, so that I can still exit from here, but to get back in I need to use magic. That could be a thing, I don't know, maybe. Anyway, it's very Harry Potter, that is, honestly, actually. I don't know how I feel about that, but anyway. As you can see over here, we have all the Sanguine Artifacts as well, of which there's quite a bloody few, as it turns out now. But yeah, there's loads of the buggers. Some more books, and we have some cursed chests and wardrobes, which we don't want to touch. It seems to be some sort of evil incantation left here by Merrin's Dagon, who is not too pleased with us having removed his statue. Because anything you put into these disappears when you leave the room and come back in. I believe it's something to do with respawning, which I thought I could have fixed with the construction set, but failed to do so. So they're just cursed. We don't touch those. Which is fine, because I put everything on shelves anyway. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Other than, yes, we're back in business. Before you ask, I have no idea where Julan is. I really can't remember at all. Not even slightly. All I know is he ran off with my alchemy gear, which is why I had to get a second set. Which is now sat over there, because obviously it's quite heavy. My inventory, at long last, has finally been sorted. I've still got an assortment of magical crap with me, as you can see, but a lot of the unnecessary tat has been removed from my inventory and placed on shelves. So, as you can see, our carrying capacity is much lower than it was before, which means I actually move a bit faster than I did before, which is also nice. A wine rack, which unfortunately I can't put bottles of wine in, because they place that way up instead of sideways. So, oh well, never mind. This will be the alcohol corner. Although, having said that, there's actually a bottle of Dagoth brandy here and some absinthe. But anyway. Yes. Oh, yeah, shit, there was one thing. I need to go back to my Balmora house, because in my foolishness, in my absent-mindedness, my old age, I am but an old man, you see, even though I'm master of assassins and a powerful wizard. I actually left the Mask of Clavicus Vile back at my house, because it was actually quite difficult to see, as it turns out. It just blended itself into the environment, and I didn't notice it on the shelf when I was removing everything. So I need to go back to Balmora, go back to my old little house there, my little hideout in Balmora, and recover the Mask of Clavicus Vile, because I left it there, which was pretty silly of me. Maybe I should make that Julan's house now. Maybe I should gift it to him. I don't think he's earned it, frankly. Yes. It's a place for me to sleep when I'm in Balmora anyway, I suppose. I don't fancy teleporting all the way back to Vivek, of course. So, yeah, so I need to go back to Balmora. So, we will be teleporting our asses out of here. I need to get a Divine Intervention spell as well. I need to go to a Imperial Cult shrine place. I need to go talk to one of the people there and get myself a Divine Intervention spell, and also an Absorb Health spell, because I've discovered that's where you get Absorb Health spells, which I've been wanting for a while now. So... Oh. Right, okay, I don't have enough magic, that's the thing. Right, well, then we'll just be spending the night here then, in that case, fine. It's 12 PM, so I guess we'll just sleep for a while. Oi! Okay, I was expecting a Dark Brotherhood assassin then, but no, actually, it's something else entirely, okay. Hello? Aha! My cunning trap! It has stuck itself on the table. Oh no, it's free again. Okay. Right, you've died very, very quickly, so that's good news. Your journal has been updated. I awoke to find a skeleton standing over me. After a brief battle, I easily defeated it. Yeah, I suppose well, that's what we'll tell everyone else. Aha, we have a strange letter. Fathers Ulven, your fate awaits. Hasten to Sullipund and follow the stench of death you will find outside. Peculiar. Right, that is intriguing, and yet at the same time, I am very annoyed with the author of this letter on account of the fact that apparently he forgot to tell his messenger not to kill me, and also, I just finished moving all of the corpses out of here, now I'm going to do it again. Yeah. I tell you what, though, actually, if there's one thing the cursed wardrobe is useful for, it is for disposing of items that I do not want. The only problem with it is it keeps locking itself. I need to make sure I don't put anything in here I do want by accident, because then that would be very silly. I think that's the law, isn't it? There we go. So, after an indeterminate amount of time, that will all disappear. Right. My exquisite slippers. My robe of the Sigic Order, which I'm now using as a dressing gown. Because I'm an old man. I've got to have a dressing gown and slippers, right? That was a fun quest, actually, the one that gave me the robe of the Sigic Order. Yeah, that I think about it, it doesn't look very good on us, but it's a fun little souvenir. I like collecting souvenirs, yes I do. That's why I've still got all the writs of execution and haven't burned them. And all this crap as well, which I could probably sell, but I don't want to. Anyway, so, right, okay. We didn't actually properly rest though, did we really? Because we got awoken rudely by the evil messenger, who better not send another one. Otherwise I'm going to be very annoyed. I'm impressed that it managed to find me here though, but I suppose it's a skeleton, right? So it's magic, which means they probably cast some sort of spell on it saying, go find Fathis Ulven, and it just sort of homed in on me like a pigeon, even when a normal mortal would not have found me down here. I hope that's the case, at least. Bloody hell. Alright, what time is it? It's 10 AM. That's fantastic. And we are welcome to the Vivek Temple. There we go. Very nice. Also, I've got a new hat. We're going to put that on. Right. Okay. So.
I could kill that Gwar. Those boots are ruined.
Maybe you should kill the Gwar. Right. Okay, so here we are. Let's go talk to the gondola lady down by the side here, and we'll get ourselves on the gondola out of here as soon as humanly possible. And there's Ebenhard over there, obviously. There's some mainland stuff over there, I think. Take me to the arena, and then from the arena I can get another gondola to the foreign quarter, and from there I can get on the Silt Strider to Balmora. Yes, Poison Gladiator. We've given up on that one quite some time ago, I'm afraid. Sullipund. I'm curious. Have we ever had the place mentioned to us before? The name almost rings a bell. Sullypund? No. There's nothing on it in our journal. That's unfortunate. You wouldn't happen to know where Sullypund is, would you? No. Alright then, well, never mind. Sullypund. I do not know where Sullypund is. This strange note did not explain where Sullypund is, so... It must be a test, mustn't it? There must be some sort of test. I need to locate Sullypund in the first place. That's why they deliberately did not mention where it is. Seems to be an awfully common occurrence, actually. I seem to recall Mehrunes Dagon himself gave me a quest involving visiting a place I've never heard of before, and I have no idea where it is, and he wasn't keen on telling me where it was. I may be one of the most resourceful individuals in this country, but I have my limits. Take me to Balmora. Better not be raining in Balmora. Damn it. Should probably have a chat with Caius again one of these days as well. You dead? Good. Stay dead. I think there might be more dead beetles, none of them are moving. The Balmora County Council never paid me for removing their beetle problem, did they? No. Typical. Yeah, I mean, well, we'll drop in and talk to Caius at some point. Not right now, though. We've got more important things to do than kowtow to the blades. Right, now where... There you are! Oh, along with a bottle of grief. I'll take that as well, thank you very much. And recall... Unless there's anything else I need to do here. I don't think so. Is there anything else I left here? Other than the gigantic pile of keys that I don't need? I don't think so. Well, there's Balance Cauldron, which I can't do anything with. I think it's... yeah. Oh. Hello, what's that? Nah. Oh, I resorted my load order. I updated my version of MLOX, and I used it to resort my load order, which means that a lot of the updated textures and icons in menus and things are now working slightly more as intended versus the way they were before, because I noticed that my load order wasn't really a load order prior to this. My load order was more of a... well, it was sorted in alphabetical order, basically. Every mod in my game was loading into the game in alphabetical order. I checked in the INI files, and that's when I discovered it, when I was registering the new BSA files for Tamriel Rebuilt, and I was like, wow, okay. Well, we should probably do something about that, because that can't be right. So, but now it is fixed, so you'll notice a few icons and textures and stuff are now working a bit more the way they should. I love teleportation. It's a wonderful thing. Right, where should I put the Helm of Clavicus Vial? Where shall I put it? Should I just take it with me? It is a useful item in its own way. Fortify personality, 20 points on self, and I don't have an awful lot of personality, it has to be said. But it is heavy, that's the problem, you see. It's quite heavy. Where's it gone? And frankly, I like my Morai Tong Helm. It's very cool. And, you know, if I need to convince anybody of anything, I can just, you know, I can just use charm spells. I've got access to plenty of charm spells, so... Charm Mortal, Charming Touch, so on and so forth. So, yeah, no, I think we'll just put it on a shelf somewhere. Up here, next to the big key. Oh, why not? Okay. Sorry, we're going to get very OCD about this, but there we go. That's better. Yes, looks quite good up there. All right, so readjust my menus. Now then, so what was I going to do next? In order, I genuinely can't remember. What was I going to do next? Oh, well, I mean, there's find Sulipund, I suppose, but maybe I should talk to a scout. Maybe I should find a scout. They usually have, when you talk to them, lots of dialogue topics on places and things, don't they? Maybe I should find and talk to a scout at some point, but that will be more of a case of whenever I happen to bump into a scout, I think I will talk to one. Well, why don't we go check out the Hall of Wisdom? Which I believe is down this way. One of these is the Hall of Justice, the other one's the Hall of Wisdom. I keep forgetting which is which. Hall of Wisdom, here we go. So, Midar Aravel, hello sir, how are you doing? Very nice to meet you. But I must go. Library of Vivek. Now, this is not what we're looking for. This is the public library. This is the one that's got all the non-censored books. Well, actually, some of them probably are censored, now that I think about it. But I mean, the ones that you're allowed to read. Hello, Marimilo. I mean, I've never met you before. Who the hell are you? Well, get out of my way. I'm trying to read books here. I could certainly try and rob this place, but
a few moments if you care to talk.
No, madam. I'm too busy. But of course, this place, it has very common books in it. Including a deed to Indrele's house, whoever the hell Indrele is. 5 songs of King Wolfhearth. Yes, we don't. This place is not of much use to us. Hello, Mr. Ordinator. I'll just be moving along. It's also very dark in here. My goodness. It's a good thing I've got the amulet of star vision still. I can't even take these cork bulb roots. They will all immediately try to kill me if I even touch that cork bulb root. It's not even funny. There's this door here. There's 2 doors
Is there
here.
Something you need?
Where do these lead to? They lead back out to here. Alright, so hang on a minute. What about these doors here? These are the ones I thought I came through. Okay. How's that? Just coming through.
Move along.
Yeah, I'm moving along. That's the whole idea. Cannon quarters. Milo's quarters. Milo, I don't know. Cannon officers. Hello! Outfit like that. You must be doing very well for yourself. Can I help you? Yes. Hall of Wisdom. Hall of Wisdom and Hall of Justice contain the executive, administrative, judicial, and martial operations of the Tribunal Temple. They're in the Temple Canton of Vivek. Good. You don't know where Sulipund is, do you? No. Whoa, hang on a minute. She does. Leave Balmora going towards Fort Moonmoth to the east. Leave Balmora going towards Fort Moonmoth to the east. Right, okay, I get you. Cross the Old Dwemer Bridge just north of the fort that leads into Molagamore. So head up as if we were going to Arkin thing in there. Go past the Dwemer Ruin and follow the winding trail east until you reach a lake. Past the Dwemer Ruin. Okay, go past Arkenthand. Follow the winding trail east until you reach a lake. You will see Miranda's to your south. I'll mark the stronghold on your map. Head north from Miranda's on the path between the hills. Punabi will be on your right and Sulipund is further up the path on the left. Just follow the signs to Molagmar. Right, so it's north of... what's this place? Miranda's. Oh, we've already been to Miranda's. Have we already been to Sulipund? Is that why it rings a bell? Because it looks like we've been sort of slightly north of Miranda's, and that must be the lake she mentioned there. Okay. It's not far from Balmora in this kind of area, is it, really, actually? Yeah, interesting. Oh, anyway. I'm back out here again. Perhaps it's a secret entrance. Perhaps I should be looking for trapdoors and things.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Well, Underworks isn't going to help us. I don't know why they'd put the secret library in the Underworks unless they're as clever as me, which I doubt. High Fane. No. That's the church bit upstairs. Cannon quarters. Oh, cannon officers. Cannon quarters, maybe? Do you think? Really? No, that's The dormitory, right, where they live. It's around here somewhere, damn it.
I could kill that Gwar. Those boots are ruined.
Hello, madam. Yeah, just passing through. I like the purple candles and the green candles. They're pretty cool too. Hello, sir. Just sorry, wrong door. Like if it's going to be anywhere, it's going to be in here. It's difficult to look around for a secret door when there's an Ordinator and a cannon here. Maybe it's hiding in the Hall of Justice instead of the Hall of Wisdom? For God's sake, woman. Lengths I must go to just to traverse this place. Library of Effect. Maybe I'll have another look in here. Look around in corners and under rugs and things. Sorry, back again. Just looking for a specific book. Bum 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 bum.
I could kill that Gwar. Those boots are ruined.
No, it doesn't seem to be here. Right, thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry to bother you. I'll just be on my way. Yes.
I could kill that Gwar. Those boots are ruined.
3 doors here, actually.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
I think it's lovely. It must be going, though. Sorry, wrong door again. Silly me. I'm an old man. I'm very senile. You must forgive me. Hall of Wisdom, Hall of Wisdom, Hall of Wisdom. Okay. So definitely nothing in there. Maybe it is the Hall of Justice I should go to. Probably is, actually. Let's try it. Bom, 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 bom. It's bright out here when I've got that amulet on, isn't it? Bloody hell. Hall of Justice. Hello, sir. Just, you're an important business, don't you know? Office of the Watch. Hello, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
Nothing. Hello. I am Sanguine, Chief of Vivek's Order of the Watch. Do you have any questions about my trade, or are you here looking for work? Yes, absolutely. Looking for work. Why not? We've had 7 killings in Vivek recently. All the victims had their throats slit. Uh-oh, they're not onto me, are they? Most did not appear to have struggled. 5 victims were Outlanders, 2 were Ordinators. Well, it's not me then. The 2 Ordinators were armed and on duty. Their weapons were still in their belts. Nothing was removed from the victims' bodies. I cannot hire you. Only Ordinators may serve the watch. But if you can find this killer and execute him, I personally promise you a very handsome reward. I require no commitment from you. Indeed, I cannot officially accept one. But if you are interested, I can tell you what we know about the 7 victims and the reports of witnesses. Okay. At least it gives me an excuse to come in here. None of the 5 Outlander victims had been on Vardenfell longer than a week. 2 were found in foreign quarter corridors, 1 on foreign quarter canal side, 1 in a Hlalu compound corridor, and 1 in the water near the arena. All were armed. Only 1, a mage, appears to have put up a fight. All had their throats slit with a dagger until the 2 Ordinators were killed. We thought it might be an anti-imperial fanatic, and it still might be. The 2 Ordinators were found dead near the victim at Hlalu compound, and we think they coincidentally interrupted the killer at work. Both had their throats slit with a dagger. That neither Ordinator has drawn a weapon is extremely unsettling. It suggests either extraordinary stealth or a very powerful sorcerer. That's all we know about the victims, and there's not much information from witnesses either. There are no witnesses to any of the killings, but in Harlu compound at about the same time as one of the killings, an Outlander reported it being threatened by a Dunmer woman armed with a dagger. It was dark, and the Outlander transported magically to safety, so he couldn't give us a very clear description, but he was sure the Dunmer woman with a dagger was dressed in a skirt and netch leather armour. Yes, that's the only description we have. A Dunmer woman with a dagger in a skirt and netch leather armour. Okay, well then. As I said, I cannot officially hire you for this task, but if you find and execute this killer when you return to report your success to me, I promise you a handsome reward. Very well, sir. Very well. What's this book you've got? Mysticism. Favourite of mine. Right. My question is, how do I get you out of here? Or how do I access that without you noticing? This is a tricky one. So you've got lots of books in here, I see. Yes, very interesting. Ancestors and the Dunmer, Antecedents of Dwemer Law, Aedra and Daedra. Very interesting. Nice pots you have as well, by the way. Oh, you've got the purple edition of Mysticism. It's very good, isn't it? I quite like this one. I quite like it indeed. Yes, it's one of my favourites. I don't personally have the pink edition, the purple edition, whatever you want to call it. I've been looking for it for a while. You wouldn't happen to know where you got it from, would you? No? Oh, that's unfortunate.
Is there something I can do for you?
No, not at this moment, sir. Thank you very much. Or you could move this chair out of the way for me. Oh, God. You have some weird trans-dimensional furniture in here, my friend. Very strange indeed. Now, of course, the problem here is this isn't like Oblivion, where the guards will actually go to bed at some point so I can sneak in. They will stay there forever and ever and ever. The only thing I can maybe hope for is maybe there's another entrance somewhere. Otherwise, you might have to get a bit weird. Let's see. Of course, by a bit weird, I mean a bit exploitative of the game mechanics. Hello. How are you doing? Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I don't know. I'm working on this case, this thing where the woman with the dagger. You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you? No. Okay. Oh, fine. Very good. Very nice. You, sir, Beryl Sala, Grandmaster Beryl Sala, the Chief Ordinator on Vardenfell. My time is short, Dark Elf. Did not make my temper short as well. Okay, good. Sullipund. You wouldn't happen to know anything about Sullipund, would you? Yes, okay. They all seem to know where Sullipund is, which is very helpful. But at the same time... Constellations of Prayer. Oh, the Doors of the Spirit. Very good book. It's a classic, isn't it, really, Doors of the Spirit? I have to admit. Whatever. Scroll that would work on that. I think I've got a... Oof, not quite. The other one's locked 50, this one's locked 75. Although the other one is, of course, trapped. I don't think I have anything that can open lock 75 at all, and this thing's only going to unlock 50 on like a 1% chance or whatever. So, yeah, that's a problem. I don't have anything that can get me in there unless there's a key lying around here. Although if there is a key, it's probably on one of them, and I don't think my lockpicking is going to be very good, is it? Because my sneak skill is only 39. Unfortunately, I tend to just sort of cheat and rely on invisibility spells and things for this sort of stuff, don't I? So, hello, sir. Just wondering if you could help me with this this case I'm working on. No? Okay, fine. Very good. Any rumours? What could kill 2 Ordinators before they could draw their weapons at their throats? Happened right here in Vivek. I know. It's that's the case I'm working on. But you don't have anything useful to say about it, unfortunately. Just idle gossip. That's unfortunate, isn't it? Well, I'll ask someone else then. Like you, for instance, sir. Hello. How you doing? Anything about a woman with a dagger? No, you don't know either? Not at all? Gladiator died of poisoning in the arena during a match. Yeah, I know. I was looking into that as well, actually, but I didn't manage to turn up anything conclusive from what I recall. By which I mean I recall virtually nothing, and so therefore I don't really have much to say about it. Well, as far as I can see, no keys lying around.
3, the spirits and thy lords.
Can I pick a lock level 50? I don't think I can. Then again, I don't know. Security is 30, along with a master's lockpick. Could it be done?
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Nothing at all. Just passing through again. I'm still collecting evidence, you see.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Yeah, just looking this way. Right. Just gonna head on over through here, and no, I can't get that one open, can I? It's 75. Well, my sneak skills increased, which is very good. It's got to be the other one then. It's got to be the other one. That's the only one I've got a chance of actually managing to get into. Am I still invisible? No, I'm not. Ordinator barracks. No, that's definitely not where I want to be. Unless, of course, they've got the key in there, but I don't think so. I wonder if there's anything in the canal works underneath the Hall of Justice. The underworks, I mean. You never know, it might be worth a look. Hello, what's this? Somebody's been here. A potential thief, perhaps? Ah. Don't see anything particularly useful in here. Don't see any entrances in the walls. That's the main thing you're looking for, isn't it? Really, doorways, things of that nature. Not more rats, that's for sure. Blighted rat, you can absolutely die right this very second. Not any diseases from you, my friend. There's a bunch of floating barrels and crates down here. I'm sure there's someone walking through the St. Om sewers at the minute wondering, why on earth is there a statue of Merrin's Dagon floating in here? Apparently there's a rat around here somewhere that still wants to be dead because the music won't go away. I need to head back to the other side, otherwise I'll end up in the Hall of Wisdom when we come out. And that will be of no help whatsoever. You don't think that grate leads through to anything, does it? No, probably, if anything, it just leads outside into the canals. No, we've been here already. How the hell do you get back into the bit I was in before? Office of the Watch. That's the way. That's where I want to be. Is it this way? Yeah, here we go. There's nowhere for me to go quickly, hide, and then use the invisibility spell, is there? It's quite irritating, actually. You're also pointing your face in the wrong direction. So, realistically, what I need to do is I need to get them both facing...
Is there something?
This way, yes. Hello, sir. Can I just interrupt you for a minute? Have you point your face over here?
What do you think?
Yeah, there we go.
Outlander?
It's a lovely city. I might be sliding across your desk there. And you're oh, for God's sake. I need to get over there. I need to go into sneak mode, and I need to somehow pick the lock open. This is going to require some trial and error, I think. And I'm pretty much going to have to go invisible right away, right in front of them, because the game will not allow for me to be invisible and also open a door at the same time. As soon as I come through, I will be visible again, which is never made much sense to me, frankly, but whatever, that's just the way it works. And since I don't have a chameleon 100%, I only have a 20%, it's, not really going to work. I've already used that now, but I do have a ring. What would be great is a command spell. That would do it. That would do it. If I had a command spell, these guys are probably very high level. That's the problem. If I had a command spell, I could cast it on them. They could follow me out there. The spell would run out, and they would stay out there. But I have a feeling if I cast it on one of them, the other one would then immediately be like, "Oi!" and just start trying to kill me. So, yeah. It's Conjuration, isn't it? A command spell. Which, Conjuration isn't awful. I suppose I have a scroll by some mad coincidence. The other alternative is, of course, to kill both of them, but I'm not entirely sure I fancy my chances of that, and it wouldn't be very difficult for them to track down the killer, would it? I obviously wouldn't be able to turn that question either, but I don't really care about that. Can I just kill them both? Not without getting a gigantic bounty on my head through psychic guard powers, I don't think. It isn't like Skyrim where you can kill them both and then have no witnesses left and have the bounty removed, unfortunately. So, well, for all the stick Skyrim did get, some of it rightfully so, that is one addition that did actually make a lot of sense and I did approve of. You could just kill everybody and remove all of the witnesses. Because I am wearing my mask, so they wouldn't know who it is. I have not, in this entire time, taken my mask off. And I can just teleport away once I'm done, so they won't see me leaving the scene of the crime, will they? Of course, I could do all this, only to find out that I can't pick the lock, which would be really awkward. I have a feeling I can't. I bet I can't pick a level 50 lock, not without expending every single lockpick I have, and then possibly not getting it open anyway. Right, I tell you what. I won't do a quick save because you do that. It has that macro auto quick save thing enabled at the minute. I will do. Kill them all. Ooh. Whoa, okay. You have powerful magic, sir. Yeah, they are like crazy high health, aren't they? I don't have many restore health potions on me either. That's great. Whoop. Dead. Dead. Just dead. I could still conceivably kill them both, I think. I'm not giving up just yet. I just have to eliminate that guy very quickly. Oh, I do have a locking spell. I kept thinking I didn't for some reason. Ooh. Brilliant idea, actually, that. There we go. Ha-ha!
Those boots are ruined.
Right, shield at 10 points. Alright. Alright, I won't use that for now, then. Frame rate's gone really dodgy for some reason, I don't know why. Black Death, invisibility, lesser lock splitting, psychic prison. Ooh. Restoration, savage might, summon flame atronach. You're both demoralized and running in fear. You're panicking, and stuff, which means that you're not going to interrupt me as I attempt to open this, right? That makes sense. This makes perfect sense. I don't know what you're talking about. That's what works. I'm not technically sneaking, I don't think. I don't know. Oh, it's trapped. Never mind, I can deal with that. That's fine. Got to use the damn probe. Alright. Right, they're in a blind panic now. They don't understand what the hell's going on. Right. That's how we're playing this, okay? That's how we're playing this. Also, what the fuck is with my frame rate? Seriously. Don't know what's going on with the frame rate. Don't know if it's even noticeable on the video, but it sure as hell is noticeable at my end. Something in here is causing my frames to drop. It's a big time. Whatever. Secret library. Oh, shit. Ordinator over there, you're here. Right. Oh, come on. Thank you. Right, let's just, do I just act like I'm supposed to be down here? That could work. Now I wish I'd brought the Helm of Clavicus Vile. Whatever, I'll just try and stay invisible for now. Let's see. Let's try and grab one of everything here. Doors of the Spirit. That's not secret knowledge or anything like that. That's rubbish. And the game crashed. Awesome. Well, that might have had something to do with the frame rate killing itself. I'll be back shortly. All right, we're back in here. I've just managed to make it into here. Now, this time, I'm actually going to play it differently, you see. I am Master of Disguise, of course. We all know this. So, what we shall do is we shall dress like we are damned well meant to be in here, and they will not question anything. You see? You see? There you go. See, I look like a temple guy. I've got a nice enchanted robe, which is very expensive. I'm quite old looking. The gloves might have to remove those. There you go. See, I look like I'm meant to be here. I got my exquisite shirt showing from under the cuffs there. Yeah, it's great. Look, I'm a temple official. Good day to you. Hello.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
See, she suspects nothing.
Someone watching me. I can tell.
Now then, shall continue where I left off. Legions of the Dead, yes. The Eastern Provinces, Varieties of Faith. Wild Elves. I see a very interesting book there. The Waters of Oblivion. It's worth 250. Yes, please. There's got to be something useful in that, right? Nerevar at Red Mountain. Darkest Darkness. Need to keep checking the sneak icon to make sure I'm actually hidden here. 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 35. Don't mind if I do. The Arcturian Heresy. Heresy is always good fun. Antecedents of Dwemer lore. Dwemer related, so I'll take it. The True Nature of Orcs. More sermons. We'll take the damn purple copy of Mysticism, and I just because I can, the Book of Rest and Endings. That's just like a funeral thing, isn't it? Notated downward. I have a definitive feeling a lot of these are not particularly forbidden knowledge, since I've seen them elsewhere before. I'm still technically hidden here. Or not. Do I have a telekinesis spell? I do. Ha 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 ha. Damn it. It's not letting me pick up books. No, apparently it doesn't work on items, random objects. Tamriel Rebuilt, reflections on the cult worship. Perhaps. Shunag's Fire and Faith. Sorry, only sermons. Yeah, got that. Legendary Scourge. Vivek and Mephala. Mephala's always useful information. The Web Spinner. An official patron saint of ours, so to speak. Not really a saint, but you know what I mean. Brief history of the Empire. Yeah, who gives a damn? Who gives a crap? Just slide on through here. The Consolations of Prayer. Vampires of Vardenfell Volume 2, value 400. I think so. Chronicles of Nishuleft. Also valuable. Yes, please. Dagoth Ur's plans. What? I'll take that. The Affairs of Wizards. It's on the Talvani, isn't it? Progress of Truth. Already got one. Vivek and Mephala. Annotated Anwad. Aedra and Daedra. The Book of Daedra. Got that already. Galur Ithari's Papers. Interesting. Arcana Restored. Mysterious Akavir. 29/22 Seed. The True Noble's Code. Aragorn of Baron Zaya. Anticipations. Alright then. Take one of those while I'm at it as well. The Annotated Anwad, Vivek and Mephala. There's a Wizards, blah 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 blah. This bookshelf I've already searched. Less Rude Song. What's that on that table there? Just Battle of Red Mountain.
Submit to the three, the spirits and thy
Yeah, I'm just looking over here for something. Come on. No, don't get stuck on the furniture. Come on.
by the three, my rights and duties.
Right. I am now technically hidden. And... What? No. Oh god, how much do I need? 20. Come on.
The three, my rights.
There we go. We're out of here. Right. They'll never suspect a thing.